Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest, Mr. Hussain Shah, who happens to be a former boxer. Thank you so much for joining us, sir.
And not just that, ladies and gentlemen, truly an honor to be joined by him, who is the first and until date, the only Olympic boxing medalist until date. Assalamu alaikum, sir. ये हमारे लिए बहुत ऑनर की बात है to be sharing this stage with you also. और उससे ज़्यादा ऑनर की बात ये है सर, आप में पाकिस्तानीज़ और वो तमाम लोग जो दुनिया से हमें देख रहे हैं थ्रू अ टेलीविजन स्क्रीन, उन्होंने आज ये विटनेस कर लिया है सर कि पाकिस्तान ने तारीख जो है वो रकम कर दी है. बिकॉज पाकिस्तान की बॉक्सिंग की फ्रेटर्निटी की बात करें, हिस्ट्री की बात करें, पहली बार है कि इतने मेगा स्केल पे ये स्टेज सजे. हम बात करें सेकंड इंटरनेशनल वर्ल्ड बॉक्सिंग चैम्पियनशिप की. सर यू बीइंग अ फॉर्मर बॉक्सिंग पर्सन योरसेल्फ, हाउ डू यू फील अबाउट इट सर?
ये बड़ी बात है. आज मैं थैंक यू शुक्रिया आर्मी वालों का करता हूँ जिन्होंने इतनी बड़ा टूर्नामेंट कराया, इतना बड़ी बॉक्सिंग कराई. दूसरी बात कि हम पाकिस्तानी बच्चों में बहुत टैलेंट है, ये लोग और आगे जा सकते हैं. मगर मैंने एक आदमी ने पाकिस्तान के लिए ओलंपिक से, वो मैं हूँ जिसने मेडल लिया है.
तालियां हो जाए, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a big
उन्होंने नहीं लिया, मैंने लिया है पाकिस्तान के नाम पे
जी.
और मैं उसके अलावा मैंने 5 मरतबा सेफ गेम से गोल्ड मेडल लाया है. हमारे बच्चों में बहुत टैलेंट है, पूरे पाकिस्तान के बच्चों में टैलेंट है और लियारी में खासकर बच्चों में बहुत टैलेंट है
जी सर.
और उसके अलावा जो वसीम खेल रहा है, और वसीम इंशाल्लाह अज़ीम और भी आगे जा सकता है.
बेहतरीन.
उसकी गवर्नमेंट अगर उनको सपोर्ट करे वो और भी आगे जा सकता है.
मैं आपसे बात पूछना चाहती हूँ, हम बात करें गवर्नमेंट ऑफ पंजाब की, हम बात करें पाकिस्तान आर्मी की. सर 4 महीने के अंदर हम जहाँ मौजूद हैं आज इस हम अरीना की बात करते हैं, ये इसकी बुनियाद रखी गई, एक हिस्ट्री क्रिएट हुई है सर. लेकिन अगर विजन स्ट्रॉन्ग था तभी ये मुमकिन हो पाया. हम बात करें आपके एरा की और आज के एरा की बात करें, आपको क्या लगता है कि क्या आज इस इवेंट की तो अपनी सिग्निफिकेंस है ही है, लेकिन बॉक्सिंग की अगर हम बात करें, यूथ को इस इवेंट ने किस तरह से इंस्पायर किया होगा ऑन द ग्लोबल स्टेज सर?
मैं बताऊँ कि मैं क्या बता सकूँ. इनको बच्चों को ट्रेनिंग दें, इनको कैंप में रखें, इनको गवर्नमेंट सपोर्ट करे, ये लड़के बहुत आगे निकलेंगे. और इसके अलावा इनको भेजें कजाकिस्तान, उज़्बेकिस्तान, ताजिकिस्तान, ये और इतना अच्छा बॉक्सिंग खेलेंगे, इतना अच्छा आगे बढ़ेंगे, मुल्क का नाम बहुत रोशन करेंगे.
बेशक सर. थैंक यू सो मच. बहुत शुक्रिया. थैंक यू फॉर जॉइनिंग अस.
थैंक यू सो मच सर.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now begin the official prize distribution ceremony honoring the incredible fighters who stepped into the ring tonight and delivered world-class performances.
Ladies and gentlemen, we request our honorable chief guest to please proceed towards the prize distribution stage and distribute the prizes and the souvenirs.
Thank you so much, sir, for gracing the event.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've been joined by our chief guest also, Sayyid Mohsin Reza Naqvi Sahab. And now we should really proceed with the presentation.
First of all, I would like to call winner of first bout, Sahir Iqbal, to come on stage and receive medal from the chief guest. Congratulations, Mr. Sahir Iqbal. Sahir Iqbal. Congratulations, Mr. Sahir Iqbal. This certainly is a proud moment. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for Mr. Sahir Iqbal.
Yeah, he won the first bout of this evening. And that was truly the one-sided affair that we all have witnessed today. Congratulations, Mr. Sahir Iqbal. Now, moving on towards the next, I would like to call the winner of our second bout, Mr. Conor Mestiares, to come on the stage and receive medal from our chief guest. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Conor Mestiares, congratulations.
Now, I would like to call the winner of third bout, Mr. James Metcalf, to come on stage and receive medal from the chief guest. Congratulations, Mr. James. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for Mr. James.
Talking about the bout of James Metcalf, truly it was a very, very close round affair that we all have witnessed today. It was thrilling, well calculated, and very entertaining. Now moving on to fourth bout, I would like to call the winner of fourth bout, Mr. Alberto Palmetta, to come on the stage and receive your medal from our chief guest.
Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause. Now I would like to call winner of fifth bout, Lawrence Newton, to come on stage and receive medal from the chief guest.
And this was Mr. Lawrence Newton, who actually bounced back in round number 3 and changed the dynamics of the whole fight. He bounced back and he shown the world that if you have a good strategy, you can really make up to it. Now, last but not the least, I would like to call the winner of the sixth bout, Mr. Yi-Jon Kim, to come on the stage and receive your medal from the chief guest. Ladies and gentlemen, we really need to acknowledge that Mr. Yi-Jon Kim has won the WBA Asia Gold Superweight Bantamweight title today, and that too by stoppage in round number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end, Major General Faisal Ghaffar Rana, General Officer Commanding 11 Division, will present championship memento to our honorable chief guest.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant General Syed Hussain Shah Saab will present this champion memento to our honorable chief guest. Thank you for your presence, sir. With this, our prize distribution ceremony comes to an end, and we request our honorable chief guest to move towards experience zone. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much,
ladies and gentlemen. Now
And
we're
this
going
is
to
how
the
we
official
conclude
results of the
day
bout. The
for
first fight of the evening was a super welterweight bout. Iqbal beat Farouk via round 1 knockout. The second bout was for a WBA Asia South Lightweight Championship. Mistiardis beat Anim Chuan in round number 3. Then we move on to the WBA Asia Gold Middleweight bout where Metcalf beat Rodriguez by a third round knockout. After that, we move to the WBA Asia Championship. Now, we go for the Super Bantamweight bout where Newton beat Sanchez by unanimous decision. And the last bout of the evening for the WBA Asia Gold Super Bantamweight Championship where Kim beats Tong Di in round 4 via TKO. And let's have a look at tomorrow's bouts, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow is going to be the fourth and last bouts of the evening. It's the first bout is the NBA and WBA Asia South Super Middleweight bout, Kelly versus Mu Fong. The second bout is going to be a WBA Asia Gold Featherweight bout, Dil Maghani versus Baez. And the third bout is going to be a WBA Asia Gold Super Welterweight bout where Saracho is going to be taking on Dobson. And the fourth bout of the evening is going to be a WBA Gold Welterweight bout where Zaina is going to be taking on Mimoni. And afterwards, we're going to be following it up for a Super Featherweight bout where Laura is going to be facing Komal. And last but not least, for all the marbles, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be for the WBA Gold Bantamweight title where Wasim is going to be taking on Majun Ghron. We're really excited for the fights coming up tomorrow. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight as well. We had a fantastic evening. We had 4 finishes, 6 outstanding bouts. We'll see you all tomorrow. Signing out, your one and only commentator joining Ali Sina, and joining me is Shehryar Abbasi. We'll be catching you guys tomorrow night. Be well until then. Good night.